Ben Grimm thing said, my dad always said, if you don't know what to do, just pick up a shovel. Let's watch some SummerSlam. I don't like drinking water in plastic bottles. And yeah, and he smoked cigars too outside of the house.
Hey, it's Conrad the Mortgage Guy, and you're listening to What Happened When? With the voice of your childhood, Tony Schiavone. Tony, what's going on, man? How are you?
Conrad, I've settled back in. I'm doing okay. I had a little bit too much fun, I guess, in Scotland and England. So when Lois and I arrived on Monday, after of course Forbidden Door, I was really out of sorts and didn't make it to Wednesday, but that's okay. The Rickabone Zone was there for me.
Yeah, hell yeah, he
yeah,
was.
man. One of the great kids, and one of the great announcers. And so I missed the first day of the 2300 Arena, but by God, I was there for Ring of Honor, and I was there for Death Before Dishonor, and I was there for Collision on Saturday. And let me say, what an atmosphere. I don't know how it came across on television, but that place was smoking. Great fans, man, just great fans. So I'm pretty pumped about being back with you after a week and ready to go back to Philadelphia and ready to watch some SummerSlam. Let's watch some SummerSlam. Want to watch it back from 1992? Damn right, SummerSlam. Ready.
It was the biggest SummerSlam of all time. It's still the one
really?
that fans from across the pond are still talking about. Peacock calls it Season 5, Episode 1.
Mm-hmm.
You and I country folk just call it SummerSlam 1992. We're across the pond. This aired on a tape delay, Tony. And believe it or not, this was Ric Flair's first SummerSlam appearance. Wasn't always supposed to happen that way. And for whatever reason, he did not have a match here, but he did just get involved a little bit on a highlight package. But we're about to watch the world title match right in the middle of the show.
Okay.
Randy Savage and the Ultimate Warrior. This is going to be fun. Have you ever seen the 1992 SummerSlam, Tony?
No, I've not. I saw when Ric Flair won the world title when he first went to the WWE, and that was when.
So that would have been 91 when he first comes over. So the prior SummerSlam is when the big gold belt would appear on TV, at least on like some sort of a Coliseum home video or what have you.
What's the one where Gene Okerlund said, "Put out that cigarette"?
I think that was 88. It could have been 89.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Weren't you there at 89?
Yeah, but no, this was wasn't it? It wasn't it?
Wait. I'm thinking about when the sign fell.
Yeah,
so that wasn't SummerSlam. That's Royal Rumble 1992.
Right, when Flair was, going crazy.
That's when he won the world title. Yes, so that's Rumble 92. I was thinking you meant like when he was bringing in the big gold belt and they were doing like champion versus champion.
No. That's what I'm thinking about. But back to this. I haven't seen this SummerSlam 1992, so it's got to be pretty cool. I was, as most people know, in 1992, pretty much suffering with Jim Herd or Kip Fry at WCW. But anyway, there it is.
We're
Hey,
gonna have a lot of fun with SummerSlam '92, season 5, episode 1. Tony, is it possible that we have a lowest countdown this week? I know you said you would work on it.
I got it.
Lowest
No,
countdown?
no, I don't have a lowest countdown. Sorry.
Oh, okay. But you have a countdown.
I have a countdown because I figured out how to work this this new mixer I've got right here. I figured it
Oh,
out.
there you go. Well, good for you.
Yeah, so I got a countdown from Adam Dye. It's kind of long, and in the middle of it, you'll go, come on now. But
Yeah.
I think he does a pretty good job, as all of our fans do. Anyway, tell me how the fan excitement, did it come across quite well this week?
Oh,
with
dude,
the
I loved it. Listen, I
2300?
just love the hard camera setup. Like it shooting into the bleachers. I think this is the first time the bleachers have been back since CCW left. So that was a big deal.
Right.
They didn't try to overdress it. They made the entrance way where you still had to walk around, the support beam. I
Right,
mean,
right.
that feels authentic ECW, so I dug it.
Yeah.
I thought it looked really cool. It looked like a 2025 version of Barely Legal. I loved it, and I couldn't get enough of it. I watched it on Wednesday night.
Yeah.
I watched the Ring of Honor pay-per-view on Friday. I watched Collision on Saturday. Some of that was because of a buddy of mine, but still, I was fired up to see it, and I hope that folks will check it out this week, because I know last week, Tony, they had a special tribute that you made sure to miss for Taz.
Yes.
And I know that your absence, which you blamed on, oh, I'm sick, I don't feel good, was really you couldn't stand to see another announcer get his just due.
No, you're wrong about that. As a matter of fact, if there's anybody that deserves to get his just due, I think we all agree it's Taz.
Yes.
Taz is quite the individual. He is so much fun, and he and I get into great conversations about a lot of things, about music. He knows his music.
Oh, yeah, he
And
does.
yeah, and we get into conversations about baseball and about football, and so I wish I'd have been there for it. But you know what? I'm going to make up for it Wednesday, or as this drops tonight. I'm going to make it up to him somehow. I don't know how, but I'm going to give it a shot to make up for
Well, listen, there's rumor and innuendo that they
it.
were going to put him in the ECW Arena Hall of Fame, the Hardcore Hall of Fame.
Right.
And the rumor and innuendo is that was delayed because Taz found out about it and demanded that he had more time to invite more people. Don't you be fucking booking me in any surprises, bro.
Yeah.
I got creative control over the surprises.
That sounds like a Taz thing,
No one told me that, but that is what the internet theory is. And
Okay.
I laughed out loud. I know I could have texted Jeff Jones, but I didn't feel like having an hour-long discussion about it. So
Right.
Just didn't care.
Right. Well, as always, I've got things to talk about, and as always, I have something to send to Dave Silva that I should have sent to him that he can put up.
So why don't we start this long ass intro, and then we'll come out of that and we'll watch SummerSlam '92, which is season 5, episode 1, and we want you to go to 1 hour, 17 minutes and 16 seconds, Jason Taylor. That's 1 hour, 17 minutes and 16 seconds, 1:17:16 on season 5, episode 1. We call it SummerSlam '92. Tony, you ready?
I don't know if I am or not.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm ready. All right, here comes the countdown. You ready?
Yep.
We interrupt this podcast to bring you a special bulletin. Many of you out there grew up watching these folks that are on these podcasts when you were a child. You fell in love with and became fans of the characters that they portray. And now, through podcasts such as this one, you've gotten to love the real folks behind these characters. So for that reason, we are changing the name of several of our podcasts in order to reflect those real people behind those characters. We will be making each of these changes in phases, beginning with What Happened When with Tony Schiavone. From now on, it will be known as What Happened When I Shit My Pants. My World with Jeff Jarrett will no longer be known as My World. It will be known as Jeff Jarrett. And Arn will no longer be known as Arn. It will be called Brock, I am your father. Future changes will be forthcoming. Or they won't. Or these changes probably won't either. Now, get ready. 3, 2, 1, play.
How about that for a witty ass intro? Here we are, SummerSlam 92, and we see the ultimate goof. I mean, the ultimate warrior running down to the ring. This is an interesting time for Warrior. As we know, he is not long for this world. By November, he'll be out of the company. And here we are in late August. So we're just a few months away. But what a visual it is now that it's dark here at Wembley Stadium. Now, this is not the exact same building that Tony Schiavone has been in twice.
Right.
But it is still, at the time, the biggest wrestling event in the history over there. I mean, this is the one that anytime I did some sort of UK tour with Bruce or JR, this is the event that everybody wanted to ask about and talk about. This is sort of the British equivalent of WrestleMania 3, I think.
All right. So explain to everybody that the Ultimate Warrior is not long for this company, right?
That's right.
Why did he leave?
Drug failure. This is the steroid era, and he and Davey Boy, who's in the main event here, are both going to allegedly, as the story goes, leave behind pharmaceutical paraphernalia in a hotel room.
Wow.
And along the same time, they both fail a drug test. And I'm not sure if that was for steroids or HGH or a combination of both. I can't imagine they had HGH testing back then. But either way, they both fail. And Warrior was supposed to be in a tag match at the pay-per-view. And it was going to be him and the Macho Man here as a tag team taking on Razor Ramon and Ric Flair.
Right.
But right before that is when they have the firing, and they convinced Mr. Perfect to come out of retirement and turn babyface and step in to take on Ric Flair. And they had to pay out the Lloyds of London because at that point, Perfect had already gotten a payout, I think, for around $300,000. That's the number I've heard. I don't know if that's accurate or not. But supposedly Vince had to go pay that back to Lloyds of London, and then ta-da, Mr. Perfect could wrestle again. So with that, with the flick of his pen, Mr. McMahon healed Mr. Perfect's back. It was pretty amazing.
It is very amazing. Doesn't the Macho Man just look freaking like a freaking star?
He does. Both of these
My
guys
God.
are larger than life here, are they not?
God almighty. I miss him. I really do.
Can you imagine what a big star he would be now? How celebrated he would be now?
Oh my God.
Especially, with everything came out several years ago that turned a lot of Hulk Hogan fans off, and we all know what I'm talking about here.
Right.
Imagine if Savage was around then. I mean, he would have immediately been catapulted to becoming the icon of the 80s of the WWF.
Right. Yeah. It's God, I miss the 80s. I know this is 92, but I still do. We've talked about that before we went on the air, but this is great stuff. And so how long does it take for the Warrior to blow up here? Maybe he's blown up already. I don't know.
One of my favorite parts of this match. This is one of those pay-per-views I watched through the censorship. Everybody my age knows what I'm talking about. You would turn it on a pay-per-view channel and you get the squiggly lines and you could kind of make something out. If it was late at night, maybe you'd be like, is that a nipple? But at this particular day, I was trying to see what was going on during the matches because, I wasn't going to ask mom and dad for $30 for this one. But when they come face to face and nose to nose here, Warrior is trying to just talk to himself. Let me see if I can catch this. Now, when they get tight, right in here, he misspells the word respect. And he's trying to yell at him, and he's trying to yell respect, but he misspells it. And even as a kid, it just fucking got all over him.
And he's got that freaking look at the bodysuit. Just why didn't he just draw a penis on it?
I don't know. Let me see if he can spell it right here. RSECPCT. Fucking tickles me every time, dude. Even as a kid, I was like, I don't think that's right, but
okay, here we go.
This is it is interesting though, the airbrushing of the muscles on there.
Yeah.
It's like they're trying this before Giant Gonzalez comes in.
Yeah.
I didn't like Ultimate Warrior in the bodysuit. This version of Warrior, though, that came back at WrestleMania this year, I think most people agree this was not the same Warrior. we wanted like SummerSlam 91 and prior.
Right.
This WrestleMania 8 SummerSlam 92 was really just kind of a miss. He comes back at that WrestleMania, call it early April. He's gone by November. I mean, he's only here for a handful of months, and then he's gone until 1996. He lasts a cup of coffee there, and then he's over with you guys and does a 22-minute promo, and it's kind of DOA on night one.
Yes, it was. And then, of course, two sides of the spectrum with him. I think the Hogan match at WrestleMania 6 was one of the best ones he's had.
Oh, no doubt.
And the Hogan match that he had with WCW is one of the worst ones ever.
I would agree with that.
Yeah. So I remember watching the WrestleMania 6 about Hogan. I'm thinking, boy, this, and of course, as Scuttlebutt goes, it was laid out by Pat Patterson completely. And they followed it. And so there. And I just love the Macho Man. God, I just might as well hit him in the back of the head. So going to England, is I think something that everybody needs to experience, wrestling wise. That is, the fans over there are incredible, and this is the first time you and I have had a chance to talk about the Hydro in Glasgow and the O2 in London. The fans were just phenomenal, and they are so appreciative and so nice. And I took Lois Schiavone with me, and she had a great time, and we did a lot of great things in Scotland and the time in London. Got to see Phantom of the Opera at the original theater, His Majesty's Theater, which is where they had opened in 1986. And then we saw what is considered, and I guess I should have pictures of it, but I don't want to bore anybody. We went to the Edinburgh Military Tattoo, which is just military bands playing in front of the Edinburgh Castle, and it was just a wonderful time. And then the wrestling was great. So there.
It is a super fun time. Always super hot crowds. I'm going to plan to be there next year in Wembley, and I hope you guys will be too. Yeah. What a fun show this is for us to watch, though. This was filmed on the 29th of August, but it actually aired here on August 31st.
Okay.
1992. It's the first ever WWF pay-per-view from outside North America. They announced 80,355 fans.
Mm-hmm.
That's a $2.7 million gate. So this is a pretty hot crowd, a pretty big show, and it's not without controversy. The Legion of Doom were here in the opening match. They beat Money Incorporated in 11 minutes and 58 seconds. I think Hawk was maybe a little under the influence here. He may or may not have put his boot to the hot engine and melted a little bit of skin off, and he may have disappeared with the Berserker after this. Went on a drug-fueled bender. I'm not exactly sure.
So those are the rumors, right? The rumor
Yes.
and innuendo. Okay.
We saw Nails beat Virgil with a chin lock, and we know that Nails is going to get his payoff from this show and decides to beat the shit out of Vince McMahon.
Oh, so this is the payoff thing.
Yes. Now, it doesn't happen here, but, I mean, it's a result of this match.
Okay.
Shawn Michaels is going to be in there with Rick Martel, and he's got sensational Queen Sherry wearing a thong in public, which as an 11-year-old boy, I found very curious and intriguing. The Nasty Boys would retain the WWF Tag Team titles, beating the Beverly Brothers. Tony, what's your favorite Beverly Brothers match?
It would probably be the one you just described.
I couldn't hate them more. I have an irrational hate of the Beverly Brothers. I've needed to tell somebody that for a long time. I finally feel like this is a safe place and I can let it out.
Okay.
Then we saw Crush beat the Repo Man in a match that no one asked for.
Mm-hmm.
Thankfully, it was only 4 minutes and 3 seconds long. But somehow you're about to be subjected to what might be the Ultimate Warrior's longest match.
Oh.
20, I think it's like 27 minutes.
Right. Coach Rosie want to know if I'm drinking wine. I'm not. I'm drinking water.
Why are you doing that?
It's called Saratoga. It's water.
You You're so fancy. I can't even keep up with you. You're so
No,
fancy.
here's why I drink Saratoga. There's two types of water. I had some of that water in the green bottle, which is natural spring or whatever.
The Tony Khan water.
The Tony Khan water. I don't like drinking water in plastic bottles. I like it drinking in glass bottles, and this is why. And Saratoga has both glass and plastic.
So sometimes you can get what you want, and sometimes you don't.
Right.
Yeah.
You say that you say that about any walk of life, right? Oh, by the way, hello to well, Coach Keith is here with us, and Coach.
Yeah, he is. He's doing his thug thizzle.
Yeah, listen, Coach said, "Hey, when you're in Philly, if you need a ride, I'll give it to you." You know, Coach, I almost got in touch with you because I found it hard in Philadelphia to find a Uber driver that actually understood what I was saying. And so when you're at the 2300 Arena, and it's on whatever that street is, then there's a side
corner of Swanson and Rittner.
Swanson. So you go, it's down Swanson, but where we are, you turn down Rittner and you go to the back there, and there's a drive-in place. And I was trying to tell this Uber driver, take a right on Rittner. And he stopped in front of the 2300 Arena. And I said, and then I walked up towards Swanson, and he drove on past. And I texted him, I said, Jesus, you just passed me. And then he turned around, he came back, and he picked up a bunch of us. And I tried to tell him, you're right in front of Swanson, you need to turn down Rittner. And he didn't understand what I was saying. So I almost went with Coach Keith, but Coach, I appreciate you, buddy. Appreciate you being out there in Philadelphia. So great. It's so great. We got 2 more weeks there. How about that?
Tony, I had to look it up because I thought, as I said to you, hey, this might be the Ultimate Warrior's longest match. I thought, I don't know. Him and Randy had a long one at WrestleMania.
Mm-hmm.
Him and Hogan had a long one at WrestleMania. And him and Slaughter had a long one at Royal Rumble. And so far, I'm correct. I believe we're watching the Ultimate Warrior's longest match. This is actually longer than the Survivor Series match he was in. It's even longer than the what's that version? The War Games match that y'all did, where there were like 3 teams. There's Team WCW and Team NWO and Team blah blah blah. So there was a Warrior team, but even that, with all those guys, it was still shorter than this. Do you think Randy? I know this was a criticism that Ole threw out a lot about Ric Flair. He said, the dumb son of a bitch thought the only way to have a good match was to have a longer match. It's the same shit every night for a fucking hour. Get out of here. We're trying to go eat room service. This fucking kid's over there doing the same goddamn spots up and down. Okay, we get it. Fucking finish it and let's get out of here. We got their goddamn money. You know, the typical
Ole shit.
Yes.
Right.
But I'm saying, do you think Savage was like that too? I wonder if it crossed his mind like, everybody says they can't get a match out of this guy, but I have the fucking longest match on the show. I'm not going to get shown up. Fuck this guy. I'm going to get blah, blah, blah. Do you think that was it?
Yeah, I do. I don't know if you noticed when he covered Randy right there, Randy was talking to him and telling him what to do. And
as he should.
It's just some of the things that you pick up on. And, you know, I was when I was a wrestling fan before I got into the business, I didn't know about the guys were so good about talking, right?
Right.
I didn't know they were talking. I wasn't looking out for stuff like that. I didn't know they bladed. It's just some of the cool stuff that I learned once I, was smart enough to the business. But now, of course, that I've been in the business for like decades, I know what to look for as far as talking, right?
Tony, I think AEW should start a new tradition with you.
With me? Okay, what would that be?
Come on the very end of the pre-show, right before a big PLE. And you should do a pick like Lee Corso.
Oh,
and you do your own version of like if you pick Swerve, you have to do the dance or something like that.
Yeah, that'd be good.
Just saying all this because I just saw that Lee Corso's final appearance on College Game Day, the last 15 minutes of the show, pulled in 5.1 million viewers.
Wow.
Isn't that amazing?
Well, he'd been quite a fixture.
But you have been for wrestling too. You just don't see it that way.
I don't see it that way, but I appreciate you saying that. I'm just another guy. You know what they say? Did you see the Fantastic Four movie yet?
Shit, no.
the Fantastic Four movie, Ben Grimm thing said, my dad always said, if you don't know what to do, just pick up a shovel. And that's what I just do. I just pick up a shovel when I go into work. Pick up a shovel. You need that?
And that's why we recommend Brunt, because Brunt is workwear for guys who have to pick up a shovel. If you grew up blue collar, man, I want you to know right now, Brunt workwear is designed for you. I'm thinking maybe I'm doing the wrong spot because Silva doesn't have a graphic up there.
Okay.
You are correct, sir.
Well, there you go. So, what is our sponsor this week, Conrad?
Man, if I knew I'd be doing it, you know, Tony, back to you.
Okay, thank you very much.
I have a feeling it has to do with your ding dong.
No,
You know, doing commercials on our show shouldn't be this hard. But if you'd like to be extra hard, what should they do, Tony?
They should get themselves Blue Chew, baby.
Come on, go right now to Blue Chew. Use our promo code WHW and find out how hard you can get your ding dong. I mean, serious business. By now, you already know that Blue Chew is the world's first chewable. This isn't just for guys who have a problem. This is for guys who are thinking about their legacy. This is for guys who are thinking about their third legacy. You see, nothing makes you more of a legend than a little Blue Chew. You know, when you put it down, they're talking about how it gets up. What are you waiting for? Go right now and try it free. Just pay the $5 shipping. Use the promo code WHW. Seriously, I tried Blue Chew and now my hog has a zip code and voting rights. What are you waiting for? Join Blue Chew's mission to upgrade humanity one thrust at a time. Head on over to bluechew.com for details and important safety information. And a big thanks to Blue Chew for sponsoring today's podcast. By the way, if you've ever got your cock real hard wearing Brunt workwear boots, I recommend it. The splooge will just wipe right off, you know? You're good to go.
Man, great ad lib comeback.
You know, here's what happened. The ads are fucking in alphabetical order.
Right.
So I went to double click Blue Chew, and I guess after the first click, it moved something, and then bam, it loaded Brunt.
Yep.
So I hope like hell the next one's legal, buddy, or we're all fucked up here. So you may have to help me out.
It is. It is.
Good.
That's the next one. I just, hey, God bless sponsors. And God bless.
How about Blue Chew too, man? Day one guys here for us.
Yeah. And not only that, it's become kind of a catchphrase.
Yes.
When I go to an arena, I hear some guys yell out Blue Chew. Everybody knows what they mean, right? It's like a tissue. Everybody calls it a Kleenex, right?
Yeah.
Now everybody calls it a Blue Chew. How about that?
Hey, I wanted to ask you, did you have a chance over the weekend? And I know you were working a show and you had a lot going on, but I'm curious, did you see any clips or anything of Eric Bischoff's Real American Freestyle?
I did not, but here comes Ric Flair in with Mr. Perfect.
Yes, he is.
I heard they worked the Wolstein Center in Cleveland. That's what I was told. Is that
That's
correct?
right.
Okay.
That's right.
Someone said, one of the guys who works with us, Daryl Marshall, one of our producers, and worked WCW. That was a rotten clothesline right there. Worked WCW, worked WWE, said, did you see Eric's show? And I said, I did not. So what can you tell me about it?
Oh, dude, it was really cool. I mean,
was it?
Yeah, I mean, they're going to have to tighten up some broadcast stuff. This is the first time they've all worked together and the first time they've put together a team. But behind the scenes, Raphael Morphy helped handle the building, and David Sahadi from TNA and of course WWE. And even here on adfreeshows.com, he was helping in the truck. So they've got a lot of familiarity with wrestling people. Tito Ortiz was there. Kurt Angle was there. Mark Coleman was there. Chael Sonnen was there. Holly Holm was a big surprise. It was a really, really cool event. As I said, I know that they'll tighten up some production stuff. You don't know until you go do it. Now they can start developing their own style. But I thought the lighting and the presentation and just the concept was really cool. And I know that when they figure out how to gamble on it, man, it'll have an even bigger audience than what was there. But I was entertained, and that Wyatt Hendrickson, man, he's going to be a fucking stud. And I know for sure there's pro wrestling companies who have their eye on him, but he just mauled the cat in the main event. He's going to be their superstar.
Well, good. I'm always in favor of successful people And Eric has always been a successful guy.
It was cool to see him enjoy so much success the other night. And I know he had fun out there. And you could tell, even looking at his Twitter bio, he's having fun.
Good.
Ric Flair's having fun too. I've asked him a few times, hey man, why didn't you have a match on this? And he was not mad that he didn't have a match, because I don't know if you'll even believe this, but the night before he ran up a legendary bar bill, like like a 5-figure bar bill,
Mm-hmm.
where they had to negotiate to get out of the building. So they had one hell of a time.
A 5-figure bar bill, which is probably British pound sterling, is a lot more American, as we know. Mm-hmm.
I would not be surprised if he had a $20,000 party.
Jesus.
Which is pretty crazy when you think about it.
Yeah. Well, we worked to November the last year of the November of 2020. I'm sorry, of 2000, and in Great Britain, and I was on that trip, and that was November of 2000, and Ric Flair ran up a pretty big bar bill that night, and Flair and Okerlund and I and a couple of office people took the train from London to Manchester. So I've seen him run up big bar tabs. I think everybody has who's known him, right? Everybody who's either hung out with Ric Flair or known him knows about his legendary bar tabs.
He knows how to party.
Yes, he does. Yes.
Speaking of parties, if you were going to have to party with one person on camera right now, that'd be Randy Savage, the Ultimate Warrior, Mr. Hebner, Ric Flair, or Mr. Perfect. You're going to party with one of those guys. Who's it going to be?
Well, I think it would be Flair, because he'd pick up the tab.
Well, he'd try for sure.
He'd try to pick up the tab, right?
That's right.
Right. Down goes Hebner. Down goes Hebner. Yeah, I guess it would be Flair. To be honest with you, I've never partied with the other guys, even the Macho Man.
I bet Mr. Perfect was a fun hang.
Oh yeah.
I bet he was probably the most fun hang of the group. Because there's going to be a scene eventually with Flair.
Right.
And Warrior's just an asshole to everybody.
Right.
Savage is paranoid. I mean, he'd probably think I was spying on him or something.
Right. And you're probably right, because Kurt Hennig was one of the great ribbers, and
yes,
was a lot of fun, and just has you could look at Kurt and just look at his face, and you could tell that he was a shit disturber in a good way. False finish and a good one. Hebner staggers up. The Ultimate Warrior with face paint pretty much gone. Looks like he has eyeshadow on now. By the way, if you're on Peacock with me, I'm at 140, 51, 52, 53. And
I'm at 141, 14101, 14102, 14103. So are we close?
Yeah, I just saw the Spike Pile Driver. So you're just a couple seconds behind me, I think. From the Macho Man. Hebner still on the floor. And now Kurt Hennig.
Hey, my God, look at Mr. Perfect trying to wake the Ultimate Warrior up. How great is this?
Uh-huh.
Oh, he's holding Flair.
Yeah.
Flair's coming in. He's got a foreign object on his wrist.
Yeah, boom.
On his fist. I'll get it out.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we're just about the same place. Roll the referee in. Flair dropped the rope to do that. Let's go.
Savage trying to wake Hebner up.
Uh-huh.
If only he'd been there to do that for Miss Elizabeth.
What a sad story that is. What a horrible story. It's one of the worst in wrestling. We've had bad stories, you know.
What's sadder, Miss Elizabeth or Tammy Sedge? Is it a
Wow.
fucking sad tie?
Yeah, that is a sad time. You are right.
I hate that too.
I do too. Because I've had a lot of feelings, good feelings for both.
Yes.
Yeah. So now, give me a referee. Turn around, you son of a bitch.
Well, hitting him with the sun bitch.
1, 2, 3. Oh, false finish. And a damn good one, let me say.
Yeah, that's how you do it right there.
Yeah. Yep, a false finish.
You're a false finish.
No, you're a false finish, fucker. How's that sound?
Oh, wow. That's aggressive.
Yeah, that's aggressive.
I love you just agree. Yeah, it is. Fuck
It
you.
is. Yeah, it's fucking aggressive. Dave, I'm going to send you one more picture to show.
Have you been fucking aggressive because you've been hanging out at the ECW arena?
Could be. It could be. That could, you could, you never know.
When y'all drop things at your house, like, something falls out of your hand and it hits the fucking floor and it makes a loud noise.
Uh-huh.
Does anybody in the crowd chant ECW, ECW, or is that just here?
No, it's just here.
Yeah.
There was a couple of ECW chants when the table came out.
So Thanksgiving, when Lois pulls the table out, Matt's in the other room, ECW, ECW.
No. Mm-mm.
Have y'all put a Schiavone through a table at a holiday yet?
We've not, but we've come close.
One of the jobber Schiavones?
No, we've had
a line. Y'all had to lay
No.
the smack down.
we had a major fight one time.
At a Thanksgiving?
It was Thanksgiving. It was Thanksgiving, I think. Yeah.
Wow, that's awesome. Now I'm
Mhm.
sure it was about Georgia Tech.
No, it was not.
Something really
There's nobody in this family that likes Georgia Tech, so you don't have to worry about that.
no common sense person does.
Yeah. No. But they were younger. Oh. It was actually hilarious. Oh, there's a chair in the back. Oh,
Were you about to say it was hilarious?
it was hilarious. Yeah, it was.
Okay.
Yeah. So anyway, Chris and Matt got into this fight, and no, it ended up being more of an argument. Okay, than anything else. Okay, and Chris came walking back into the kitchen where we were all eating, and he just topped it off by saying, "And yeah, and he smoked cigars too outside of the house." And just kept walking, and we all started laughing like he just wanted to stew Johnny's brother. That was the salvo, right? Boom.
How great is that?
Yeah. He walked through the kitchen, stopped. Yeah. And he smoked cigars outside of the house too. And walked out. And Lois
Dude,
and I just
love
popped.
that.
Lois and I just popped. But you when you have 5 kids, you have some problems at times. And of course, that was so now I don't get this. The Macho Man is mad at Kurt Hennig, but Kurt Hennig was helping the Macho Man, right?
Now, help me understand. I know you're
Okay.
trying to talk about this, but I'm really trying to learn.
Yeah. Okay.
You just casually you always do this too. You just, having 5 kids and you just
Yeah.
keep going. Like you just slip it in, which
Yeah.
clearly you did on more than one occasion to have 5 kids.
That's what I understand. Yeah.
Did it ever cross your mind at all? Like, did it ever cross your mind, like even one time,
To not have 5 kids?
to just pull out once, just see what it feels like? Did you even know that was an option?
No, I didn't.
Never even considered it.
No.
Wow.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Now we know.
Well, I knew what way you would take this.
What does that mean?
the Macho Man is swimming back to the ring, and Ric Flair's got him. So
Speaking
now,
of swimming, 5 kids, huh?
so they are taking they've attacked both guys in this match.
Yes. They're trying to set up Survivor Series.
Oh, okay,
Survivor Series is the next pay-per-view, you see.
yeah,
And they're going to have Ric Flair teaming with Razor Ramon.
uh-huh.
And then something's going to happen on the way there. And by
Uh-huh.
something, I mean Warrior getting arrested.
Mm,
Or not really even arrested, but just suspended
mm.
with the company for drugs.
So it was going to be Warrior and the Macho Man together.
Yes, as
That
the
was the plan.
Megamaniacs.
Oh, as the plan. So what was the alternate plan?
Mr. Perfect had to pay back the Lloyds of London. He came out of retirement.
Right.
He joined the Macho Man.
Oh man,
I know that doesn't make any sense here.
it doesn't. But you know what? Sometimes wrestling doesn't make any sense.
That's exactly right.
You just got to go with it.
It's supposed to be fun, and every now and again we got to let it be.
Oh Jesus Christ! Just throw a chair. Holy shit! So is this gonna be a count out here now? What we got?
Yeah, it's called the fuck finish, Tony.
Yeah, old fuck finish. Yeah. Well, you know what? They've gone a long time here.
Warrior wins by count out, though. It gets 4 stars.
It's got 4 stars.
Yeah. After the match, to indicate neither had turned, Warrior grabbed the belt and put it on Savage and helped him to his feet.
Well, there you go. There's the slide or the still photo.
We're going to get a promo after this where we'll see Flair and Perfect get interviewed by Mean Gene. Perfect's going to say that Plan B is in full effect.
Mm-hmm.
And Flair's going to complain about how he should have gotten the title shot to begin with.
Uh-huh.
Flair said the 2 most perfect men alive were Perfect and himself. And he ends it by telling Savage that the title is coming back to me. So
Oh, okay.
that's what happens here on the program, SummerSlam 92. As you'll remember, though, Tony, or maybe you don't remember, this is a night based on the British Bulldog. He's in the main event against the best there is, the best there was, the best there ever will be, Bret the Hitman Hart for the Intercontinental title. And it's a pretty famous match, clearly, easily the biggest match of Davey Boy's career.
Well, can't wait to see it here on What Happened When. If you want to know what happened when, you're going to find it out right here.
Sons of a bitch.
Because I don't always know what happened when, but Conrad reminds me
Every now and again
as to what happened when.
Hey, shout out to What Happened When our buddy Bart from the Meat Mart got his staples out of his stomach. He had some sort of last minute emergency surgery, and man, it was looking pretty rough for our man, but by God, he made it.
Did you say Bart from the Meat Mart?
Yeah, you met Bart.
I did.
Yeah, I brought him to he was at Starrcade, and I brought him to a few different AEW events with me in Huntsville.
All right.
By the way, in case you're wondering, Razor Ramon had started working with the company, and he did like a tryout match in mid-May, and in early June, he's going to be working TV tapings, then do some dark matches, and then in late July, he's on TV pretty heavy. So he is the Plan B that you heard Mr. Perfect reference. By September, he'll be working Randy Savage on house shows.
Huh. Well, there you go.
Isn't that a great pairing too when you think about it? Scott Hall and Randy Savage, it feels like those guys would have got along.
Yeah.
You're not so sure about that.
No. Not so sure about that. Boy, Macho really selling here. Walking down the... Really good at it.
Hey, speaking of selling,
Yeah.
we told you last week on not cracking open that fucking Mickey Mantle card, or did you crack it open?
I haven't cracked it open.
Can we get you to commit that if you're going to crack it open, you'll do it on the show so I'll tell you how fucking stupid you are?
Yeah.
Oh, great.
And I discovered, as a matter of fact, let me show it to you right now.
Okay.
Ta-da. It is, I discovered, first of all, this cost me $275, this one right here. And I discovered, if you look right there, there is and of course it's the PSA rating is 1.5, which is a fair rating. It's not a good rating, it's a 1.5. The best rating you can get for PSA is like a 10. So I could crack this open, and I don't think it would matter as far as the value of this card is concerned.
Because it's so shitty.
It's not a top of the line
Good
card.
example. Yeah.
It's got some creases in it here and everything. So yeah.
I'm
but-
with you. Then who cares?
Yeah. So I might crack it open anyway, just to put it in the book here. So I did. I got it with me because it's now become one of my prized possessions. I did finish 1959. And of course, Mickey Mantle is part of it, and he's the only one that's not in here. But I did finish 1959, and these are pretty cool cards. And I will, something I should have done a long time ago, pull this out and show you this card that I finally got in. And this is kind of the prize card of the entire collection. This is Bob Gibson's rookie card, 1959. And I got this. And then when I got it, I went, holy shit, this is a great card. So I might send this in to get it.
Looks like a fake, Tony.
Huh?
I think it's a fake.
No, it's not fake. I hope it's not. But there's the back of it. It's not centered that well, so it may not, but I would think it would be considered like a very good card. Maybe not an excellent card, but a very good card. So anyway, it's complete. With this, we finally got this Bob Gibson card. And I'm really excited. And I also finished 1966 as well. And I was waiting on one card. Choo Choo Coleman, backup catcher for the
man. I love me some Choo Choo.
Yeah, backup catcher for the Mets was the only card I was waiting for, and it came in the same time this Bob Gibson card came in. So there you go.
Easily
59.
one of the best names in the history of sports. Choo
Choo Coleman is pretty good. So there, and 19.
I have it on good authority that Choo Choo Coleman is what Efren calls his gimmick.
Could be. That would be to me would be a sound name for a gimmick.
As far as gimmick nicknames go.
As far as gimmick nicknames go, that's right. So there, yeah. And some of the stars in here include, Mickey Mantle and Sandy Koufax, and
you got an Undertaker rookie in there or no?
I don't have an Undertaker rookie in there. But here comes the Undertaker, being led by.
Is this not one of the coolest entrances in the history of wrestling?
This is tremendous.
I mean, being driven to the ring at night in a hearse.
Yeah.
I think this is this has got to be like a top 10 wrestling entrance of all time.
Yeah, it's something like this, plus the ability to be able to work, which, as we all knew, Mark Calloway really could. He was a great worker, but it was entrances like this combined with his work that made him the star he is. Right? I mean, this is like phenomenal shit.
You know what's good is he didn't break it. It's not like these days. I feel like everybody wants to be cool.
Yeah.
And I think he took it so seriously that he never broke the fourth wall. And because he never broke the fourth wall, he had some credibility in a weird way.
Right.
Where we know, hey, this is fucking goofy and this is stupid. But he's playing it so sincerely that you kind of forget how stupid and over the top and campy it is. You know what I mean?
Sure. Look at the fans dressed up like the Undertaker. It's just
started to really take off here, didn't it?
Yeah, it was good shit, man. It was good shit. And I remember, here's what I remember. I remember said, yeah, we had mean Mark Calloway and they made him the Undertaker. Where are we fucking stupid? We were. We being WCW at that time. Just slow moving, head down, back of this. And there is in the ring, Kamala.
a gimmick and a half
Yes.
with Kimchi, who I think is the Brooklyn Brawler here, and Downtown Bruno. It's Undertaker versus a variety of gimmicks. Hey, by the way, I don't know if you saw, but Bad Money Slim had some words of advice to you about the whole card situation. Top Guy Theater actually at 9:47 first says, "Do not crack it open,"
Uh-huh.
and almost simultaneously, Bad Money Slim says, "Well, I'll let you read this one to you." Came in at 9:47.
Okay. Let me see.
Never mind. He says, "Don't fucking do it." And a minute later, he's still pretty fired up. He says, "It's matters, you FUK." And the same minute, he says, "It's worth less ungraded." And
Uh-huh.
then still all caps, "You're pissing me off."
Well, I'm sorry to piss you off, but I'm not worried about graded or not graded. I'm worried about just having my collection to put them in the book and say, I've got them all. So I'll tell you what I'll do for you, Bad Money, because you've been such a great guy. I will keep this and I'll just Velcro it. How's that sound? Keep it inside, Velcro it to the,
Oh, you nailed it then. He
okay.
also says, "I have a graded card I'm open. I'm going to send this other card in to get graded." Boy,
Mhm.
people are hot about this, Tony.
Okay. Well,
Top Guy Theater also says Undertaker is the best gimmick in a walk. So he thinks it is the best gimmick in the history of wrestling.
mm.
No real comparison. I know you didn't spend a lot of time with The Undertaker, but what do you think? Is it the best gimmick in the history of wrestling?
Well, it would be hard to argue. I mean, what do you think would be close to that coming up? Because everybody else was kind of like just a person, right? I mean, he is like the
Hey, it's early, and so I'm not comparing it. It's early.
okay.
But if they continued this same gimmick for another 10 years,
Mm-hmm.
because that's really the trick of The Undertaker is longevity.
Yeah.
But Tony Storm, if she keeps this going for 10 years, she could
Yeah.
do it because it's so similar in that it's so over the top
Right.
that if anybody else did it, you'd be like, this is corny, this is stupid, this is
Yeah.
bullshit. But
Yeah.
she does it so sincerely that you're like, man, this is kind of fucking cool. I think that's the commonality between
Yeah.
Undertaker and her.
I was thinking about that too, but I didn't really want to compare Tony Storm to Undertaker. But
Because you're going to get roasted online, but you
yeah,
know what I mean.
I know what you mean. But that is a tremendous, tremendous gimmick. As probably as far as women's wrestling goes, the best. Right?
It's the best female gimmick of all time,
Yes, it is.
and there's no comparison.
Yeah. We just have just again taking an idea that Tony Khan had and just putting the right people in the right places, and because you couldn't really do this with anybody. She just really leaned into it, as the old cliche goes, and just just wonderful to work with.
Hey Tony,
And
I wanted to run something past you. I don't know if you saw this, but
hmm,
there's been a resurgence in interest in Jimmy Hart.
really,
And I'm a big Jimmy Hart fan, and I know that you have sometimes done like promos before where we're watching like an old Nitro or what have you,
hmm,
and Jimmy Hart would be on screen and you would do like some sort of affect with your voice and you would do your best Jimmy Hart.
yeah,
So what I was going to suggest is, why don't I throw up a tweet about old Jimmy and you read the tweet, read the text
mm,
as if it were Jimmy Hart's voice.
I don't know if I can do that or not, but I'll try.
Okay, here we go.
Okay,
Are you ready?
I guess.
We're going to check in with our great close personal friend of the show, Jimmy Hart. Let's take a listen.
Oh God, I'm not going to say that.
Please say it.
No,
Please.
no, not.
I
I'm not going to get roasted online.
I
Is there-
tried, Andrew Dice Clay. Excellent quality tweet. Thank you,
Yeah.
sir.
Is that Hogan's widow with him?
No, that's just a random attractive woman.
Okay. I never, I didn't know because I never met Hogan's widow.
Bad Money Slim sent it to me in a DM, and it was
Okay.
quote tweet from
Mhm.
Andrew Dice Clay, and it got all over me. And I
Uh-huh.
immediately sent it to Silva and said, "We got to see if we can have Tony Schiavone
Nope.
read the caption for this photo of Jimmy Hart with a
No.
beautiful woman that says, 'You can't mourn forever, baby.'" It's funny. I don't
Yeah,
care.
it is funny. I don't care who you are.
Derek Zoo thought of you the other day.
Derek,
He actually
Derek
sent,
Zuden. Okay.
yep, he sent me a tweet, or maybe it was Instagram, but he sent me a graphic
Mm-hmm.
and he said, "I read this in Tony Schiavone's voice." Go ahead, Tony.
One day you're going to look back and wish you had told more people to go fuck themselves.
That feels like a Tony Schiavone tweet.
Yes, right.
Tony, do you realize what today is? I know as we're recording this, it's September 1st, but do you know the significance of that date, Tony?
It's Labor Day, September 1st. Yes.
More than that.
It's the beginning of the month of September.
It's more than that.
It is your wedding anniversary.
It is not. In the context of pro wrestling, it is a significant date. You want to take one more stab at it?
Well, no.
7 years ago today, Tony, was the very first All In. The precursor to what became All Elite Wrestling was 7 years ago today.
Wow.
And you were there the days before, but told me, "Fuck off. Wrestling will never pay the bills. I'm going to call football for the dogs." Beat my ass, Conrad.
I don't remember saying that, but of course, there's a lot of things that I don't remember saying, or I did not say that you would like to, bury me with, but that's fine. I know Cody wanted me to be a part of it.
He wanted you to call the show
I know. I could not.
because you had the commitment to call football.
No, baseball.
Okay, you ain't got to get hot about it.
I'm hot about it.
Football kicked off that weekend.
Yeah, I was with the dogs. So if we are going to mention football here, why don't we ask you, how long is Alabama's coach going to last?
Long time. $70 million buyout.
Doesn't matter.
No, I'm aware, but we don't have. We're Alabama, bud. We don't have $70 million to piss away.
You've got $70 million piss away.
No.
Yes, you do. Yes, you do.
If we did, we'd be able to buy better players like Georgia this year. Georgia's bought some of the best players money can buy this year.
Well, yeah, that's the way it is. That's
I know.
the other day.
I'm not arguing. I'm just saying we're balling on a budget here in Alabama.
Mm-hmm. Balling on a budget.
Yeah, we're basically Auburn every other year.
Oh God,
we're like a fucking we're a goddamn basketball school now, Tony. Everybody knows that about us.
Wow, look
Saban retired and it's over.
Look how the mighty have fallen. We're a basketball school now.
Everybody knows that.
God almighty.
Don't let us fuck around and win women's softball either, because we're going to be talking about it here on the program.
Unbelievable.
You seen what those girls are doing in volleyball? Shit.
Yeah, man. It's good stuff, man. That's right. Mm-hmm.
Do you know how many of our student athletes graduate? I never even looked until this year. We're trying to build young men, Tony. We're not. Yeah. No, it's real bad. There's reports from boosters.
Yeah.
Who've been around the school for over 25 years writing big checks. And they're like, man, they're getting DoorDash deliveries at 2 a.m. and sneaking girls in at 2 a.m. and can't even get organized to leave the hotel together at the same time. It's not good. It's not going to happen.
Oh, God.
So it's over. Like there's no control. But it's like I told my dad, we spent some time together this weekend, and I was like, hey, if I'm him, man, let's just go ahead and get it over with. Because the reality is, even if he would have won a national championship last year, Alabama fans, not all of them, but a good portion of the fan base would have said something stupid like, well, let's see him win 6 more.
Right.
Like there's no satisfying that segment of the fan base.
Yeah.
So it's like, dude, if I go ahead and lose real bad right now, they'll go ahead and give me $70 million, or I can work real hard and be miserable and give myself a goddamn coronary for the next 7 years and make the same money. Or I
Right.
can just continue letting girls come in at 2 in the morning and order DoorDash at 1 a.m. and get my fucking money and go home.
Hmm.
And I know what Tony Schiavone would do. He'd take the goddamn money and go home.
Would you have taken that job?
Never in a million years.
Never
Worst
in a
job
yeah.
in all of college football.
Right. It's a no-win situation.
You can't do any right at
No.
all. I would have never even considered it. I wouldn't have interviewed for the motherfucker.
Yeah.
It's like, I know it's a different thing, but it's almost like you're in the Steve Young position where you could come in and win MVP and set all kinds of records, but you're not Joe Montana.
That's right.
It's like, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
And, and JBL tries to point this out all the time. That's kind of what John Cena had to do. He had to come in after Austin and The Rock, where you could cuss and you could crotch chop and you could flip people off. And now he's got to be a PG superhero. And he's got to do it for 20 years. So you're following the greatest success, but you're afforded the opportunity to use none of that formula that made that success.
Right.
And he still managed to do it. I'm not saying it was as fun or it was as big as it was before, but you had to have a special guy there.
Yeah. No, you're right. It's just God. Well,
But it's also different now. Like, who would have thought I'm watching Carson Beck play for Miami last night? Like, this is a guy who was a quarterback at a big school that was doing really, really well. Like, they were committed to him year after year after year, and then he gets a hot little girlfriend and a big check, and it's like, whoop, see you later. Like, it's unfathomable to think that Carson Beck would have switched teams at any other time in history, I think.
Right. It's not the same game as we know.
It's all different, and I think Saban got out while the getting was good.
Very smart.
What a fun segment this is. I forgot about this. Piper out here playing the bagpipes.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
That is cool. Not only that, I think bagpipes are cool.
You know what else is cool?
What?
Life happening fast. 1 minute you're driving home after work. The next you see flashing lights in your rearview mirror. Your heart skips, your hands tighten on the wheel. And you start asking yourself, what do I do now? That's when you need somebody on your side. And with the Legal Buddy app, you can connect with a local attorney in seconds, not hours, not days, but right when you need help. Whether it's a DWI, a car accident, a criminal charge, or even just a traffic ticket, the Legal Buddy app puts real legal support right in your pocket. Imagine having an attorney to call, ready to guide you through some of life's most stressful moments. This isn't a call center. There's no waiting game. It's direct access to a lawyer who understands your situation and your community and who can step in right away. Think about it. When trouble knocks, do you want to face it alone? Or would you rather have the confidence of knowing a professional is already on your side? That's the peace of mind that Legal Buddy gives you. And here's how easy it is. Just download the Legal Buddy app at legalbuddyapp.com. Register today. Use the code LEGAL for your chance to win a $250 Amazon gift card. Life is unpredictable. Accidents happen. Tickets happen. Mistakes happen. But when they do, you don't have to go through it alone. The Legal Buddy app, always on your side. Download the app today and enter the referral code LEGAL. Coach Keith says, or while you're driving while black.
Jeez, Coach.
Hey, I don't know if you saw this. Bad Money Slim, we had a report. He wants to know, can y'all touch on The Rock? Have you seen The Rock, Tony?
The Rock?
Yeah. Have you seen him this weekend?
No.
He sported a new look. He's trying to make himself more vulnerable and take on more serious roles. And as such, he has lost 60 pounds.
Are you serious?
Yes. So I guess with this new movie that he's got out, The Smashing Machine, he's trying to not look at things like box office that used to be his North Star. Now he's looking for critical acclaim. And obviously, if you're going to be taken as a serious actor, you can't look like a jacked up, juiced up gearhead all the time.
Okay.
That works if you're a superhero, but not if you're being serious. Like even Batista has dropped some lbs.
Right.
Well, over the weekend, they did a screening and he got a standing ovation at the end. for like 15 minutes, and he was moved to tears, and everybody was excited for his success. But I think people were a little shocked to see his now slimmed down look. Tony, I think he's dropped like 60 pounds or something crazy like that.
That's amazing. Amazing stuff. Speaking of actors, I've sent Dave some pictures, and there's a 3-shot of us there, Dave, if you'll put that up. This happened in Philadelphia the other night.
How cool is that, dude?
Yeah, that's on the right is Wayne Duvall. He's an actor. He was in Oh Brother, Where Art Thou? He was also, he's been in a lot of things. Righteous Gemstones. And of course, the guy on the left is Stephen Root, who is one of the great actors really around. And when I got to see them, Stephen and I talked for a long time. We talked about his work on Barry. I don't know.
Tremendous show. Tremendous.
Yeah. I told him that the episode where he superglued himself to the steering wheel and that crazy girl was on top, bit him in the cheek, was one of my favorite scenes ever. So they were all there to support Paul Walter Hauser.
Which is unbelievable. What a story that was.
Yes. And I've got a picture of me and Paul Walter after his match.
After
his match. When I talked to Paul before the match, and I said, Paul, I said, you may get booed. And he said, why do you think? I said, because first of all, it's Philadelphia.
Yeah, they boo Santa Claus.
Exactly. And I said, second of all, because they probably, let me pause that story by saying, I think this is Lennox Lewis bringing in.
It is indeed Lennox Lewis.
Okay.
By the way, before you keep going, here's a picture of Rock now, just so you can see it.
Okay. All right. Wow.
I mean, nothing wrong with him. Still a damn handsome man. Just saying, he looks like Chris Rock, you know.
Right.
Not The Rock. Anyway, keep going. So
back of the story, I said, Paul, you might get booed, and he said, why? I said, because they are wrestling fans, and you're an actor, and they're going to maybe boo you because you're trying to become a wrestler. Well, little did I know that he would be working with one of the
easiest heels to work against of all time.
Absolutely. Just a guy that everybody hates,
yep.
With the exception of all of us in the backstage area because we love him, QT Marshall. And
does that guy know how to get heat or what, bud?
He's phenomenal. He really, really is. And so they even chanted, he's a wrestler. He's a wrestler. Yes. And it was a very emotional time for him after the match. This was very emotional. And I'm just glad I was there to see it. And it was by far my favorite match on the show, only because Paul and I are friends and I work closely with QT, and
it was really cool to see.
It was really, really cool to see. So that was a hell of a moment, and it was great meeting Duvall and Root, two fine actors. And
here he comes, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah. Bret the Hitman Hart. We saw Lennox Lewis walk out with Davey Boy. Now here comes the champ. You see the flash bulbs going off.
Right.
He's easily the most popular wrestler in Europe. Of course, we're in London, though. And this is Davey Boy's hometown. This is like the UK version of Hulk Hogan Ultimate Warrior at WrestleMania 6.
Yeah.
Except instead of for the world title, it's for the Intercontinental title. I think you could argue that this helped make that belt and help elevate that belt even further.
Right.
And I'm sure this was the first time it had been in the main event when it wasn't like a Survivor Series or something like that.
Right.
Hey, let's do some questions. Antonio Santos is with us here, and he says, in honor of AEW at 2300 Arena, would you take a bump through a flaming table, get slammed onto thumbtacks, or tell Taz to watch the match again over and over?
Oh, yeah, I'd do the latter. Yeah.
Watch the match, dude.
Watch the match, dude.
We really need to make that a shirt here.
That actually is one of when I go back and think about my tenure at AEW, that's one of my favorite moments.
Watch the match, dude.
Yeah.
Because he gets so hot immediately.
It was like a volcano just erupted just like that.
Just like he does in real life.
Right. Exactly.
Can you imagine if you were like Hook's softball coach or something, and the real life Taz disagreed with some of the coaching.
Mm-hmm.
You had to deal with him as like coach dad.
Mm.
It'd be unbelievable.
Yeah.
By the way, I want to let everybody know by this time next week, Tony, we will have a Watch the Match Dude shirt, and it will be in orange and black. So we
Wow.
will be waiting for our cease and desist. Hey, speaking of a cease and desist, we actually might get one for this.
Okay.
I was telling a mutual friend of ours
Mm-hmm.
a funny story today about Brian Knobs. And of course, the Nasty Boys were on this show, but I'm sure you've got some good Brian Knobs stories of your own, don't you?
Yeah, I think I do. Just how he was, overall, and I know
Well,
I knew Heenan hated him.
why did Heenan hate him?
Heenan said he was out of control. He didn't trust him. He thought that he would do something crazy in the ring while we were at ringside, and one of us would get hurt. So maybe Heenan hated him is not the right term. Heenan didn't trust him. And
He was
then, of course,
cautious.
He was fearful of him doing something outside of the ring, kind of like what, Brian Pillman really did, something like that. He just didn't trust him. But yeah, Brian Knobs and I were always on very friendly terms, and I thought he was kind of a funny guy, made me laugh a lot. And so I don't have one story about him, and I can just tell my relationship with him was pretty good. With both those kids were good.
I do want to ask you, a little bit about Brian Knobs, because I know at this point, almost everyone in the business has seen some pretty funny pictures that have been floated around
Right.
in the business. And I know a lot of fans have even seen them, and some of them have gone quite viral. So
You talking about the butthole thing?
well, that's what I was getting ready to ask. Have you seen the inside of Brian Knobs' asshole, Tony?
Well, I've seen the pictures. So would that be yes?
Yeah, then I guess you have. You're an
Okay.
asshole watcher. I know you were a hog watcher, but now I know that too. But
Did you see it? Did you look at the picture too?
oh yeah, I did.
Well,
I think
then welcome to the club, son of a bitch. Okay.
well, you don't have to cuss me. You don't have to get
Yeah, I
hot.
do. Yeah, I do have to cuss you.
Wow, this is escalating.
Okay.
A friend of mine does radio in Cincinnati, Kid Chris.
Oh, yes, Kid Chris.
And he once prank called. I don't know if you know this or not, but he prank called Brian Knobs
Really?
about the dirty butthole.
Have I heard this one before? And
I don't know if you have or not, but I say we.
And it's where we'll get a cease and desist from your friend.
No, I was just
Kid
kidding
Chris?
around. We have permission. He's a friend of the show. We're
Okay,
always,
so we're gonna play this.
yeah. And 3, 2, 1. Maybe we're not.
Oh.
Hello?
Brian.
Yeah, who's this?
Hey, listen, real quick, got a question for you. What's up with your dirty asshole, that picture of you on the internet?
Who is this?
Well, it's Chris, but you got to tell me about your big dirty asshole.
Oh.
That thing's gaping.
Oh. that was a rib sent to Bret Hart after he wished me a happy, real nice message on my text, but a happy birthday about 8 years ago now. And then I wrote him, I sent him that picture back, said, thanks for the birthday wishes, Bret. Then he showed it to Harry Smith, and that fucking Harry put it out on the internet, the asshole. And my asshole got 1 million hits.
Yeah, it did, but why is it so big?
Well, I won the belts, and that happens. Who is this?
Don't worry about it. We'll talk to you later.
Oh God. See, he always had a sense of humor, right? He did.
Yes. Shout out to Kid Chris. And I
Yeah.
thought, what a better time to play this
Yeah.
than when we have Bret Hart, who first received the picture, and he shared it with the son of Davey Boy Smith in this match. I just love this so much.
Yeah, that's good. And again, it just goes back to, and I said that, that Brian Knobs always had a great sense of humor, was very funny. And his response to why he had such a gaping butthole was
It's amazing.
Yeah.
We won the belts. That's what happens when you win the belts. That's so great, dude.
Yeah. Yeah, good stuff.
Can you imagine the size of Ric Flair's asshole at this point? It's got to be
I-
enormous as many
Well,
times as he won the belt, you know?
Well, as a member of the Flair
No,
family,
no, no,
yeah,
no, no,
yeah,
no,
you
no.
should know. You should
Wow.
know.
Wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a minute.
Yeah.
Are you suggesting that you know the size of your father-in-law's asshole?
No, but my father-in-law is not Ric Flair either.
Mine isn't either. He's Richard Morgan Fleahair.
He's Ric Flair.
Yeah, well, he thinks.
And meanwhile, we're talking about assholes in the middle of a pretty good match here.
By the way, just so you know, they had this incredible match that had been worked out, and Davey Boy, being the toast of the town and having lots of newfound friends and old friends who wanted to come hang out, he tried all kinds of new drugs that weekend.
Oh boy.
So when they locked up in the middle of the ring, he told Bret, "I forgot it all.
Wow.
I'm fooked." So Bret had to wrestle himself this night, much like you remember Kerry Von Erich and Ric Flair did. That's allegedly how the story goes. Bret has a
Okay.
version of it. I don't know what's real and what's not.
Well, you know what? Why not call it in the ring?
Yeah,
They
especially
don't-
if you're just going to work rest holds like this, you know?
Yes, right. So you got to work a rest hold, and let's figure out what we're going to do the next 3 or 4 steps and talk about it.
By the way, Bret Hart in his promo said it was him that introduced Bulldog to his sister and that Bret has helped him more than anybody else in the WWF.
Mm-hmm.
And he says that, in fact, Bulldog is the one who's responsible for the family tension because he's the one that wanted a shot at his belt.
Hmm.
Diana Hart Smith, Davey's wife, Bret's sister, was interviewed in the crowd by Sean Mooney.
Yeah.
And she's talking about how hard it was going to be to watch this.
Yeah.
She said she wasn't concerned with who wins. She's supporting both of them. They're going to go 25 minutes and 13 seconds.
Wow.
Which is technically just a shade shorter than the Macho Man and the Ultimate Warrior. This match got 4.5 stars. Of course, the cage match that we saw closing Forbidden Door got 5 stars. Fistful of Gummy Bears and 5 stars. I think it's probably the first time there's been a 5-star match with Gummy Bears in wrestling history. Don't you think?
I think so. It's like the only time. We have seen his wife in a lower third box or whatever, quarter
Yep.
box, a couple of times. Bret, I would say looks pissed off here, but
It's just his face.
it's kind of like Bret's look. People are more worried about waving to themselves on camera right now than they were the match, which is always disconcerting. But fans will be fans.
Meltzer said about this match, this was surprising only because the last time she was in an angle years ago in the old Calgary circuit when Owen Hart was feuding with Johnny Smith, it was an angle that would live in infamy and not for positive reasons.
Mm.
The match had super heat since Bulldog is so over in the UK, and the crowd booed Hart even though he didn't use any real heel tactics. This is one of Hart's best performances ever as he carried the match from start to finish. Hart pretty much did everything and stayed on top since he was going to lose at the end. He even did a plancha over the top rope and finishing the move with a Bulldog, which may have been the first time anyone has tried to pull that move off. They kept showing Diana's reactions whenever Bulldog would get in trouble, which was pretty much the entire match. Hart kicked out of Bulldog's power slam. He just runs through everything.
Mm-hmm.
And he says this was very similar to the Rude Chono NWA title match held 17 days earlier. In comparison, I'd rate Rude and Chono as the better match. This match was better paced, however. Rude and Chono was a lot more exciting at the finish and had a lot better final 10 minutes. Still, this is certainly one of the best major promotion matches of the year in this country. And listen, you've seen them both. I guess this is, is this the first time you've seen this match, Tony?
Yeah, it is the first time I've seen it. And what I like about this is I like the pace of it, but I also like, there's one thing that I like that some of the great wrestlers do, and not all of them do it. And that's when they hit the ropes hard and they hit the ropes fast. It's one thing that Shawn Michaels always did. See, Davey Boy right there ran hard into that foot. And you've got to with the young kids these days, I always tell them, I said, watch a Shawn Michaels match. Watch how he hits the ropes with there's a Bulldog. But it's a small thing, but to me, it makes for a better match. It makes for a better pace of a match. Not everybody can get some speed between the ropes, but we are seeing it here in this match, and it makes for a better match. So I'm enjoying this. And if the Bulldog, if he missed everything, if he was fooked, right? If he forgot everything, then let's hear for Bret Hart for calling a great match, right?
Yeah.
That shows some talent to help come up with a good match here. I just love a fast-paced match. And okay, yeah, they had some rest holds. They had to have some rest holds to be able to call some spots if you forgot everything. But if the match has a good pace to it, you don't think, or you don't dwell on the rest holds. You really don't. See, that was a great move, the way that he ducked and he hit outside. It wasn't slow, it was quick, it was fast.
We got to do some more questions here.
Okay.
From our live studio audience. Jim in Buffalo says, Tony, it's NFL kickoff week.
Yep.
What are your picks to get to the Super Bowl?
Oh, it's who cares, and I don't give a fuck. Those two teams.
Wow.
No, I'm going to go with the Redskins. They're not. I'm going to go with the Washington Commanders and the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Coach Rosie says, did you have a chance to check out Adam Priest in the ROH show? I believe whoever Adam signs with will get them a real steal. Of course, we're talking about Alabama's own, my great close personal friend, Adam Priest, who was in a four-way with Jarlistico, AR Fox, and Helico at the Ring of Honor pay-per-view at the ECW Arena. And on Saturday, he teamed with JD Drake against FTR. Oh, JD busted out a moonsault that had the arena rocking, did he not?
Yeah. How about the fans pop for a guy that size going up on the top rope, man?
Super cool.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, Adam Priest's a good wrestler. He's from Alabama. Won't hold that against him.
So what do you think? Is Coach Rosie right? I believe whoever signs Adam will get a real steal.
Yes, I do.
There you go. We've got Adam with us here, and he says, I made a Bret Hart tribute video that has over 200,000 views.
Oh,
where does Bret Hart rank for you as far as, I'm not saying, your personal favorites.
Yeah.
I know that would be Blackjack and guys like that. But when we're thinking about just in-ring, bell to bell, does Bret make your Mount Rushmore, or who would you put on there?
Well, I think we've covered this before. I don't know if I would put him on my Mount Rushmore, but I think I would put him in the top 10, top 8, top 7. I don't know. Mount Rushmore's 4. I mean, to me, it's
Bryan Danielson.
Bryan Danielson, Ric Flair.
2 more.
It's Kenny Omega, and it's Ricky Steamboat. And that's just top of my head,
So wait a minute.
And then
Ricky Steamboat, Ric Flair, Bryan Danielson. Who's the 4th one?
Omega.
Okay.
And of course, it'd be hard to keep Shawn Michaels off that as well, wouldn't it?
Yes.
But who would you remove to put Shawn Michaels in? I don't know.
But you put Shawn over Bret.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
Silva, chime in. Were you a Shawn guy or a Bret guy?
Oh, it was a Shawn guy all day. Bret never appealed to me. He seemed boring to me. Shawn, I was down with Shawn. Very, very flamboyant, very, very entertaining. I loved him. I loved him as a kid.
Good call.
They used to call me the Heartbreak Burrito.
Have you ever heard so much bullshit in one clip in your whole life?
Oh, we're only getting started. What did they used to call you, Dave, again? What was that they called you?
They used to call me the Heartbreak Burrito. Sean.
I'm glad I asked again.
Did you hear the way he did the Heartbreak Kid squeal?
Yeah.
And he mispronounced Sean.
Yeah.
That's the best part. I'm going to need him to hit that
Oh.
Sean more often.
Oh gosh.
Just every now and again. I need it like a drop on my deal. I can just Sean. Like I bet it would sound like if I just reach over and I go to press it, I bet it'll happen on command. I bet I can just go like this. I bet I can go.
Sean.
John.
That's how good we are over here. And What Happened When Productions.
Oh, brother.
I want to give a shout out to Rajiv from Sacramento. I don't know
Yeah.
if you've been looking, but there's a lot more sellers than there are buyers when it comes to real estate here in the United States. And if you've been sitting on the sidelines waiting for the market to heat up, I want to tell you, you can get a better deal right now than at any point in the last 5 years. Somebody who took advantage of this market is our buddy Rajiv. We've talked about him here on the show before. He's a service solutions sales rep from Sacramento, and he and his wife are looking to purchase a new home, and they came to SaveWithConrad.com because they wanted to make an informed decision about what they could qualify for, what they could afford, what their payments would be. And after working with our team here at Save with Conrad, we got them pre-approved. They were able to go out and shop and purchase their new home with confidence and comfort and peace of mind. Do like my man Rajiv did. Go right now to SaveWithConrad.com today. Let my team run the numbers for you. I'll get you pre-approved today. And remember, you don't need perfect credit. You don't have to have a huge down payment. In some cases, you may not even need a down payment at all. And remember, at SaveWithConrad.com, we don't say no. We say not yet, but here's how. So even if you're not ready today, we'll get you on a plan to be ready. And at SaveWithConrad.com, you get a year 3 guarantee. You know, experts seem to agree that interest rates are going to improve. And when they do, we don't want you to miss out. So we give it to you in writing. You get that year 3 guarantee that allows you to refinance at any point in the next 3 years with no new lender fees. So you'll lock in a great deal for you and your family right now. But imagine when those rates fall, get an even better deal, or perhaps access that newfound equity, do a little remodeling. Whatever you're looking for, go right now to SaveWithConrad.com. NMLS number 2129, equal housing lender, SaveWithConrad.com. Antonio Santos has a question for you, Tony. I don't know if I'm qualified to answer this, so I'll let you answer.
Brother, I'm afraid.
Here we go.
I'm afraid of his questions.
You want to read it out loud for us?
Yeah, and this would be just like you would expect from our buddy Antonio's. Can I use Save with Conrad for hooker cost? And the answer would be no.
What are hooker costs? Like I kind of understand, you know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah,
what
and
he's
he-
referencing, but I'm saying I haven't run the numbers on that sort of thing.
Well, what he's trying to do is he's trying to get a loan, a home equity loan, so he could buy hookers.
How do you
Or
feel
take-
about that?
I think that's wrong.
You don't think he should be buying hookers? You think he should just rip them off, like don't pay them?
I don't think he
Fair
should. I
wage.
don't think he should use them at all. I think that's very wrong. That's very unsanitary, and that's very.
Are you saying credit cards?
I'm saying don't.
Unsanitary?
No. I'm saying don't use hookers. I don't think it should be. Okay. I think.
Well, y'all have hookers every Wednesday night, don't you?
No. I just think Antonio Santos should find himself a girlfriend.
No,
But-
wait. Help me understand.
Oh God.
Is Dean Malenko not a hooker? He's a shooter.
Oh,
I
he's
was
a shooter.
confused.
That's right. Yeah.
I
Okay.
get them confused.
You sure do. That's not all you get confused. No, I think Antonio Santos should find himself a girlfriend. However, if any of this gets out of what type of person he really is, he would probably never get a girlfriend.
Bad Money Slim says Conrad, hookers can be very refreshing. I don't know what that even means.
I don't either.
Oh, I know what he's talking about. He's talking about a Mellow Yellow Zero. I think I'll have that Mellow Yellow now.
Do they? They don't make that anymore, do they?
I don't know, but they did once upon a time in Las Vegas.
Well, they make a lot of things in Las Vegas.
Yep. You want to name some of the things they make out there?
Yes.
Rattle it
They-
off.
They make T-shirts for the Golden Knights.
Okay.
They make tickets to see the Raiders play.
Do they?
Yes. They make coins and chips to play to
They make
gamble
any,
with.
they make any diamonds out there?
Diamonds?
Yep. You ever see a diamond out in Las Vegas?
No, but I don't really look on anybody's fingers.
Hmm.
They make lunch meat out there, I understand.
Really? They got any mayonnaise?
Yes, that's what I understand.
Really?
This real sticky kind.
Now, what's a not sticky kind of mayonnaise, Tony?
I don't know. Maybe one with a lot of lemon juice in it to thin it out.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
As you can tell from looking, I don't thin a lot of things out.
Yeah.
Some have even said I struggle with moderation.
Yeah. Man, I haven't I haven't been to Vegas since our last show there.
We should fix that. You want to go?
No. At the
Morgan
old
was there this weekend.
What's that?
Morgan was there this weekend.
Really?
Yeah, her sorority had something out there. So there's a bunch of college girls from Alabama
Whoa.
in Las Vegas. Yeah, I've required check-ins. Like, hey, you let your mama know when you're back to your hotel room. What if it's in the middle of the night? Let her know.
Yeah.
And we're waking up one morning when she's coming in because of the time difference. And I'm like,
Wow.
to be 21 again.
The thing about Vegas is that here comes the stampede, right? Boom. One,
Big power
two.
slam.
Oh, and a kick out. Fans thought that was it.
Yeah, they're fired up.
Yeah.
Look who the referee is too, man.
Yeah.
Joey Morella.
Joey Morella.
Great friend of the show, Antonio Santos wants to know, has Tony ever been to the Moonlight Bunny Ranch? What is the Moonlight Bunny Ranch, Tony?
I don't know what it is.
Is that out of Bonanza?
It might be.
Dun, 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 dun. Wait, no, that was the Ponderosa. That was
the Ponderosa.
Yeah, so what is the Moonlight Bunny Ranch?
I
Tony?
guess it's every time you hear the word ranch, you think of a
dude ranch with horses and stuff.
no, you think of a place for prostitution, and of course that would be
wait, that's whores, not horses.
Okay, that would be something that Antonio Santos would ask about. Not only that, we're getting near the finish of this match, and we are going down the gutter quickly.
I'm just reading user comments.
No, don't read them. Look at the match. Here we go. Vertical suplex.
Watch the match, dude.
Huh.
I can't wait until you tell Taz that you had to tell me to watch the match, dude.
Oh, that'd be great. That would be great.
You know what I loved about this show, dude, that I remember as a kid, even now?
What's that?
It had somebody in the crowd had an air horn.
Really?
Yeah, and as a kid, it made the show sound so much bigger.
Davey took the brunt of that. Did you see that?
He
That was
did.
like,
Yeah,
it's
he
like,
did.
yeah, he didn't extend too well, and he's the one that hit first. Whoa, man, alive. So when did he pass away? Do you know off the top of your head the year?
I think it was 02.
02. Okay.
I mean, it could have been 03, but let me look.
Wow.
Yeah, it was May 18th, 2002.
Yeah.
Look at me.
Good call.
So you've never seen this. You don't know what the finish is.
I don't know what the finish is. I think Brett's Davey's going to go over.
That's a good guess.
Yeah. Look at this. Just tying him up for the sharpshooter with him on. This is good. This is
By the way,
really
Antonio Santos is using the live
God.
chat here to basically just pour his heart out. I guess he's got a problem. Maybe he's a sex addict. I guess he's ran up a lot of credit card debt on these ladies of the evening. I didn't even know they were taking credit cards.
No.
You ever try to pay interest on Cooter, Tony?
No.
Feels like that's probably a Dave Ramsey principle. I think that might be baby step number 1. Quit paying interest on Cooter.
Okay.
Can you get 90 days same as cash?
Jesus. Christ. Okay, Antonio, you need to just sign off now. We appreciate you always being with us. Okay.
Is Cooter interest tax deductible? Much
Just,
like it is on a
just
mortgage.
do us a
Oh,
favor.
wait, here it is.
Wow, look at the reaction. Holy smokes.
Dude, did you hear that crowd?
Wow.
What a visual. What a moment.
Yeah.
Can you imagine just the chicken skin on both of these guys hearing that?
Yeah.
It's got to be the best feeling in the world to know on some level it's over. You know, he clearly had a lot of anxiety starting the match, and to know that it's over and now you're just getting to celebrate, like it's got to be the most exciting and humbling thing of all time.
Yeah. It's a great moment. Great moment for him. They did it upright. And what a crowd and what a reaction.
Because of the time difference, allegedly, this show was not the success that Vince McMahon was hoping. And as a result, he never tried a PLE like this again. He would make sure that he cut a different deal when he came over to the UK, perhaps because it was the time delay. He had his reasons. He had his theories as to why he felt like this wasn't the financial success he hoped. But like this past weekend, Tony, I'm sure you at least heard, they had them sold out hanging from the rafters, more records in Paris, France. So once upon a time, that probably was hard to even imagine. But what a performance here it was in the main event by Bret Hart and Davey Boy. The crowd's with it. It just had a great story, just their shared history. And I think, you know, not only was the in-ring stuff great, but the story was too, Tony.
Sure. And that's it, right? In-ring great, story great. You've got something that's memorable that fans won't forget. Plus, you got a responsive crowd like this.
Yes.
That's a trifecta. And Bret walks out. Nope. Or does he?
Isn't this neat?
Yeah.
This is why I say it's like, you know, the European version of Bret Hart. I mean, of Hulk Hogan on the Ultimate Warrior. You know,
Yeah.
two of the top baby faces, most beloved, over a belt. They're both baby faces, and now they're gonna get together here.
Great
I
moment.
really enjoyed this match, man. It's one of my
Hey.
favorite SummerSlam matches. I can't believe you've never seen it. I'm glad we got to watch it tonight.
I'm glad we got to watch it too. Just very well done. And again, I'll repeat, if Davey Boy forgot everything, damn, they worked a good one. Called it in the ring, if that in fact is what happened. And that's legend, right? I mean,
That's right. We weren't there. How the hell do we know?
How do we know? Right. Yeah.
But Brett wrote about it in his book, and I know that Diana wrote about it in her book. Man, it was fun revisiting these. You know, these were two of my favorites. And as a kid, I didn't really collect a ton of action figures, but I did have some. And I remember these two being two of the last action figures I ever got, and it was in large part because of this match. So I'm glad we got to do it, and I hope you guys will make plans to join us. ECW's got 2 more weeks. Or I'm sorry, AEW has 2 more weeks at the old ECW arena. Tickets are on sale now at AEWTIX.com. It's going to be a blast. And of course, before you know it, we're like less than 3 weeks away from AEW in Toronto for All Out. It's going to be a homecoming for the former Edge and Christian. We know them these days as Adam Copeland and Christian Cage, but in their hometown of Toronto, we just talked about the similarities here between Bret and Davey Boy back with WrestleMania 6. Well, the real life Christian and the real life Adam were in the stands for that show, and you can be in the stands for their reunion match in Toronto, their hometown. Tickets on sale now at AEWTIX.com. Tony, it's going to be a blast, man. I'm looking forward to this.
It's going to be a great September for us. It really, really is. I look forward to we'll be in London, Ontario as well. And then we're going to have a trip near the end of September to West Virginia, Huntington, West Virginia, for a live collision there. So we look forward to going there. I like going to the towns. I really like going to the towns that we've never been before, you know, like the medium-sized markets or the smaller markets, like we did in Roanoke when we had collision there, had our biggest collision crowd of the year. Yeah, it's going to be a great September for us. And of course, you know, we're going to be moving on into October. Isn't it amazing that we are in the final parts of this year? It's going to be Halloween before you know it, Thanksgiving before you know it, Christmas, and then 2026. I hope I live to see it all.
But right now, Tony, it looks like it's about that time.
Ladies and gentlemen, we do have the cold shower running for Antonio Santos right now. It is running. As a matter of fact, Antonio, Bad Money Slim is in there right now. He said the water is cold. The water is fine. Hop right in. We'll see you guys next week on What Happened When. We come to you each and every Monday on
Patreon, patreon.com/WHW Monday. And of course, adfreeshows.com. Hey, it's Conrad Thompson here to tell you a little more about what adfreeshows.com is all about. Get early, ad-free access to more than a dozen of your favorite wrestling podcasts every single week, starting at just $9. That's less than 20 cents an episode each month. And yes, you can listen to them all directly through Apple Podcasts or your regular podcast apps. How easy is that? Ad-free shows also has thousands of hours worth of bonus content and docuseries like Title Chase, Eric Fires Back, Conversations with Conrad, and The Insiders. Plus new series like The Book with David Crockett, Monday Mailbags with Mike Chioda and Nick Patrick, and a whole lot more. And you want to talk about early? You can't get any earlier than listening to the shows live. You can be a part of the live studio audience as we record the podcast. Plus, ride shotgun alongside your favorite childhood heroes for live watch-alongs, Q&As, and other interactive experiences every single month. Come on now, see for yourself what thousands of other wrestling fans from around the world have discovered, that adfreeshows.com is the best value in wrestling. Check it out today, and hey, when you do, the first week is completely free. adfreeshows.com.